back. What is this, week 5? Holy shit. Guys, I have to be more consistent with the Instagram videos, I know, but we stayed true. We're doing 4 YouTube videos a week. That's what we're doing. I know we were doing 5, but you guys don't deserve 5 a week at this point, so we're giving you 4. It's chest day. It's going to be exceptional per the usual. And so, yeah, we're going to go in there, and just like I did my back video last week, guys, we're going to be doing a little bit more of a guided and informed workout, right? We're not going to give you as much yapping. I know you guys love the yapping, so it's definitely going to be in there, but we're going to just keep it more to the point, right? Less time you guys spend watching me struggle to breathe and lift weight. But yeah, we're going to break down the workouts a little bit more and focus on that. And yeah. And we're not going to be a bitch, okay? You included, okay? I just have like the strong impression that like you guys are being a bitch right now, and like it's really bothering me. But I got a professional videographer tonight, guys, so you're in for it tonight. We're doing chest, but we're always gonna warm up the lats, right? Like I'm always saying, right? We'll just do a lat cross down, something like this, just like that. And the real important part on this one is when we come up, we're getting a deep stretch, right? We're trying to get some blood flow to the lats and get a good stretch like that. We're not doing a working set. We're not trying to get our lats burned down, right? We're just gonna warm up. You don't even have to use something like this. You could just grab right here, lay on that lat, warm it up. You could do a dead hang, right? You could just come right here, hang. Stop making this shit complicated. We're live?
Yes.
All right, you gotta be on top of your calls. I'm gonna have to hire somebody else. I'm paying good money for this. All right, guys, we're gonna warm up with the bar, right? Just in case we have anything feeling weird. Flat bench, great compound movement. Start your chest day. Or not, I don't fucking care. Remember, when you guys are coming down on your chest, right, even if you're doing a wide grip, we're not flaring these elbows. Sometimes it feels like we have more strength when we flare those elbows. No, you're lying to yourself, okay? So we don't flare, but we drop, right? We drop that bar, right? The bar is all the way down here. By the time we get to the top part of the rep, the bar should be up over here over our chest, right? So we're coming up and up. You don't have to go all the way down to your belly, but you want to get a full range of motion. Even if you're doing a wide grip, a narrow grip, it's all about dropping those elbows in, right? Don't flare them out. You're gonna put so much tension on your shoulders, you're gonna hurt yourself, okay? So don't do that. Remember, drop those elbows in, right? Bring it up and over. Shit is not complicated, guys, right? When you set up, oh, bless you, Tim. Oh, bless you again, Tim. You don't need to arch your back crazy, right? The whole point of arching your back is you retract that scapula, just retract your arms, right? So we come down, right? Dig our back into the bench, driving through our heels, squeezing our butt, right? And from there, you press. Shit's real simple. We're gonna do 2 more sets till failure and move on to the next one, okay? All right, guys, my videographer didn't have the record button on, but we just did 225 for 10 reps. But yeah, we finished 3 sets on our bench. We're gonna move into another compound movement. Same principle, right, guys? When we're doing these flies, right? Huge thing I see a lot of people do is they come way up here, right? And it feels good. It does feel good, don't get me wrong, right? But when we're doing these flies, we really want to make sure that when we're stepping out, we're putting ourselves in a position where we can emphasize that part of the pec we're going for, right? So when we're doing a bench and we're bringing it down here to the bottom of the pec and then to the top we're hitting a lot of the pec, right? We might be biased on the top of the pec, maybe the midsection of the pec, but the whole purpose of these compound movements is to work large muscle groups in one working set, right? It's the same thing. When we come here, we're gonna get this weight, and we're not gonna bring it way. I see people come way up, right? What's up, fool? No, we're not doing none of that shit. All right, same thing, right? We're gonna come right about here, and then we're gonna bring our elbows in, right? And depending if we want to emphasize the upper part of our chest, the lower part of our chest, right? We can bring these up and down, right? Is this shit complicated? Nope. Videographer said it wasn't complicated. So yeah, come right about here. Right, our elbows we're not way up there, right? We're keeping it right here across the pec. And when we come down, we're trying to drive those elbows in, right? Remember I said about intention in the other videos? Right, we're gonna come up, come down, squeeze. Just like that. We're gonna do 2 more sets. Most of my working sets, especially on these compound movements, it's 3 sets, okay? You don't need to do 4, 5, 6 fucking sets. Most important thing is that you're bringing intensity and intention, right? You're squeezing, you're being intentional about your form, your positioning, and you're squeezing, right? Intention, intensity, that's what you need, right? You could do 4 sets of what the fuck. I mean, where's that gonna get you? The thing is, especially when you keep that shorter range of motion, you're not gonna feel it right away. As you work through that set, you're gonna feel the chest fatigue, and you should really only feel the pec fatigue, that's it. And then you burn it out. And don't be a bitch about it. Next one, same shit, right? We're gonna drop these guys down and lower the weight a little bit. It's usually a lot easier to bring the weight from the top point down. So for me at least, just bring the weight down a little bit. Same thing on these ones though, right? See a lot of people, they do the 1 foot, you know, give me a U, like, no, we're not doing none of that shit. Right here, right? We don't start from here, but we put that chest up. Bring those elbows in. Big thing on this one, just don't curl the weight. Just coming right down. Right? Really emphasize that upper pec. Put that chest out. Don't start dropping your hands on this, okay? Get those elbows in. Biggest mistake I see people do on this guy is they sit on this thing and they have their arms way up here, right? They sit on this guy, they fucking, it's like they're hugging a 7 foot tall man. Like, we're not doing that, okay? When you're doing this on your chest, you want that hand lower than this shoulder, right? It's a good rule of thumb. Make sense so far, right? I don't start these ones like this. I bring that chest up, right? I don't start here and just fucking, no. Bring the chest up like that, right? Now the chest is in a vulnerable position, right? I can feel the tension on my chest and I haven't even begun lifting the weight, right? That's pretty fucking ideal for what we're doing, right? Just like that, right? Slow release. Bring it up to the top and squeeze, right? If you're just trying to move the weight from point A to point B, go be a fucking power lifter, okay? Because that's all those guys gotta fucking do. All right? I'm not saying that shit's easy, but if you're trying to come in here and break the fucking muscle down, you need to be intentional. Intention, intensity, right? Be intentional about your form. Be intentional about your squeeze. Be intentional about not being a bitch. Okay? Barely could get that one out, right? And be intense, right? That kind of goes hand in hand with not being a bitch. Okay? Following? Okay, good. Now you notice, right? I don't have my lower back pressed up against this, right? I'm not doing this, no. I bring my back, right? There's almost this gap in my lower back, right? Chest is stout. Tight squeeze, right? When you bring these guys together, fucking squeeze them together as hard as you can. All right, 4 working sets, right, for a chest day, right? We did a flat bench. We went into a incline fly, right? Into a decline fly, or we went into a decline. We did 4 fucking movements today, all right? We did the cable flies from the bottom, from the top. We did a pec fly, right, in a neutral position. We did our flat bench. As long as you're bringing intention and intensity, you really don't need more than 4 working sets for your chest or your back. I'm not a professional bodybuilder, so take that with a grain of salt, if you will. Or, I don't get fucking paid for this shit, guys, okay? I'm starting to get sick and fucking tired of being sick and fucking tired. All right, so my gym's got these little doodads right here. And I normally like to use a flat bar. If you guys have been watching the videos, you know I don't fuck with these things, but this little guy, you know, looks a little interesting. So we're gonna fuck with it, right? Because we're gonna try new shit, right? Because we're not scared, right? Okay, good. With these ones, guys, same thing with a flat bar, same thing with if you're using a rope because you're a bitch or whatever your fancy is, right? Come right here, bring those elbows in, straight down, okay? Remember what I told you guys on the last chest video? At some fucking point I told you guys, you don't just come down, right? But you come down and you flare those fucking wrists out, right? That's where intention and intensity comes in, right? If you're just, fuck are you doing? No, you wanna come down, flare those wrists out. When you flare those wrists out, I just can't with y'all tonight. Got me on a good one. This next one might be a little complicated for you fuckers, but here we go. It's gonna be a single arm tricep extension. I like doing these ones because it just hits a different head of the tricep. You're gonna come down something like this, right? You can drop this leg back if you want to. It's your fucking life. You're gonna lower this as low as it'll let you. I got what? 30 pounds on there. It's on a double pulley, so it's more like 15, 20. But look at, most important thing is that you bring that elbow back and that keep that elbow there, okay? Just from this position, we're gonna come from here, straight back like that, right? Keep that elbow locked, just like that, right? Try to keep that arm tucked and sitting static, right? Just like that. Oh shit, yeah. Come to the other arm, and you're just gonna do these till failure. This is not something you're gonna be moving a lot of weight on, right? If you're on a single pulley, you're probably gonna move 5-10 pounds, right? You're probably just gonna take that bar out and just as low as you can go. Same shit over here. We're gonna bring that arm back, straight back. You're gonna feel this. Good. It's just not complicated, right? I know a lot of people like to have their push day, they like to hit their shoulders, their triceps, their chest, all that shit. Me, I go to the gym 3 days a week. I go on a run twice a week. I'm not a fucking bodybuilder, okay? I just want to be not fat, okay? So we do flat bench. We did 2 variations, 2 different working sets on our cable flies, and then we did a isolation pec fly, right? 4 movements for the chest. Then we did a tricep extension, right? Drop setting the tricep extension. We're doing 3 sets on all these exercises, and then we do our single arm tricep extension, right? You really don't need more than 2 to 3 working sets for a muscle like the triceps or the biceps, right? We're not blasting fucking gear. We're not bodybuilders, okay? Let's take it down a little bit, right? We need to give our muscles time to recover, okay? These guys that are hopped up on gear, fucking sticking needles up their ass every day, like, that shit allows them to recover quicker, right? For most people, you need time to recover. You're gonna fully break down that muscle. It's gonna be so fucking sore that by the time you get to that, some of you guys are doing 2 push days a week. I mean, that's a lot, right? I'm not saying it's bad or it's wrong, but if you're gonna do 2 fucking push days a week and you're gonna go and break down every single muscle to its last fiber both those days, I mean, like, fuck, man, like, the peptides are going crazy or something. I mean, I don't know what you're doing, but most people need time to recover, right? You're gonna notice strength improvements. You're gonna notice that muscle actually growing when you give it time to recover. When you're constantly breaking down muscle fibers and not giving it time to recover, what's happening a lot of the time is you're gonna build strength, right? Like the muscle's gonna build more dense, but like if you want your muscles to grow, you need to break them down and give them time to recover. Okay? So take that for what it is. But yeah, guys, this is a simple chest day. Anybody can do this shit, right? I mean, every single gym has cables and a bench. I mean, like, this shit's not complicated. Even if your gym doesn't have a flat bench, do fucking push-ups or something. Like, figure it the fuck out. Most gyms have a flat bench or an isolation bench or, you know, Smith machine. Same shit, right? Not stable. You're not building the stability, but make this shit work with what you got, guys. We're gonna go pay the rest of our dues like usual on the Stairmaster. 20-25 minutes. We're gonna get the fuck out of here. All right, guys, stop overcomplicating shit that is simple, okay? More often than not, it's not that you need to figure out a new movement or a new exercise or, you know, you just stick a different kind of drug up your ass. What you really need to do is bring that intensity and intention, okay? Give yourself time to recover. Eat good, sleep good. Like, take it on. I don't take fucking caffeine. I used to do the pre-workout and it was great, right? I'd get super fucking pumped up. I'd get my muscles super fatigued. I'd wake up the next day. I felt like shit, okay? My muscles were sore 2 to 3 days. I wasn't having the proper time to recover. I mean, I was taking the pre-workout. It was helping me all the pump was crazy. The muscles were breaking down. I felt super strong, right? I felt like I'd go forever. But it's not realistic in the recovery state of it because, you know, 3 days later, if you're going to the gym 5 days a week, you're doing chest twice a week. I mean, like, fuck, you guys got to give yourself time to recover. If you're trying to get that number on the bench to go up, you're trying to get your muscles to grow, give them time to recover, right? If you're a professional bodybuilder, and you're sticking needles up your ass, it's a different story. That's not who I'm talking to. You guys do your thing. I'm talking to you everyday motherfuckers like me, okay? Like I said, guys, shit is not complicated. Stop making it complicated, okay? Simple shit. Intention, intensity, right? Patience and persistence, right? The 2 I's, the 2 P's, and the don't be a bitch part. That's also part of it. So I love you guys. We're gonna be back at it again tomorrow. We're going on a 4-mile run tomorrow. Yay! Fucking dreading that day, but I mean, is this shit complicated, guys? Come on. See you guys tomorrow. Intensity, intention, persistence, and patience, right? And be consistent. And also, don't be a bitch. I love you guys. We'll be back at it again.